So, guys, Gaston Sirino has been in the country long enough to be eligible to play for Bafana, even though he comes from Uruguay. And obviously, Danny Jordan did talk about this, and he said there's no problem with that. If the coach is impressed with you, Bruce, then he can select him for the national team. However, there's been some critics coming from the former Kaizer Chiefs winger, Mandla Masango. Mandla Masango is against this idea of using foreign players to play for Bafana. He says that we need to have South African players to represent the national team and not the other way around. And he says, in fact, if Sirino was that good, then he would be playing for his country. He cannot come and play for South Africa. My feeling is that we have enough local players. If, for instance, Allende was good enough, he would be playing for his national team. If Sirino was good enough, he would be playing for his national team. We just need to give our local players confidence and space to grow. We must not put pressure under, especially the guys. He says, especially the journalists must not put pressure on the players. A player score one goal and the next thing you are overhyping him. Give him a space to grow. For example, you have a player like Mailula, a very good player, but he's not a complete player. He needs to develop, as this was his first season. So don't put him under pressure. I know it's your job, but sometimes you guys do a lot more harm than good. There you have it, Buffet 2. Simple and straightforward from Mandla Masango. Just saying that let's just nurture our players and let them grow and let them develop and support them. And other players who are in our league and are not from South Africa, they can just represent their countries. And in fact, if they are not representing their countries, then what's the basis of you wanting them to represent your country? Because it simply means that they're not that impressive in theirs. So guys, as previously reported, Monopoly Saleng has attracted interest from Al Nasser in the Arab Emirates. So what's happening now is that the agent of Monopoly Saleng has confirmed Uti. In fact, yes, there are interests coming from overseas. However, he refuses to give the names. He says there are many overseas teams that are currently looking at him. However, I am not confirming. He says, I am not confirming whether it is true or not, the issue of Al Nasser. It goes further to say, so unfortunately, I really cannot confirm, other than the fact that those teams have been encouraged to speak to Orlando Pirates. So like I said, the news of Al Nasser being interested in Monopoly Saleng came from Kickoff, and the agent confirms that yes, there are overseas interests, but he is not particularly or specifically addressing the issue of Al Nasser to say it's real or not real. It's just saying that all those clubs that are interested, they can just talk to Orlando Pirates directly. So one thing for sure that we get from here is that there are overseas teams that are interested in Saleng. But it goes back to the question, Orlando Pirates wants to compete for Champions League. Are they going to let Monopoly Saleng go? Especially because he had a fantastic first season.